Hey everyone, Loaded Buggy here, back with another Call of Duty commentary, and today I have a special guest on the docket. And way back in the day, my favorite creator by the name of Hutch used to make a series called Camp Hutch. And since his gaming career in terms of content is dead, I want to revitalize that to the best that I can. So today, I don't have a title for what this series may become, but I do have a very special guest with me here today. And he goes by the name of CollinMeCrazy. Would you like to say hello?
Hello, it's me.
You
Like I
very
said,
well may have seen Collin's name in my comment section before, but he is also a content creator, makes commentary style videos as well, and I quite enjoy his content, and I figured you guys would enjoy them as well. So right off the bat, Collin, real softball question for you.
yeah.
What is your favorite movie of all time, and what is your favorite TV series of all time?
Oh, that's tough, man. Oh, there's so many. When I go to like TV shows, I either think of cartoons or think of like anime. And man, I don't know. I'd say probably Adventure Time is one of my favorites.
Ooh.
I can watch that show probably front to back, pretty often. I don't really rewatch a lot of things, so I'd say Adventure Time for shows. Movies? I'm gonna throw a curveball. The latest Speed Racer movie that came out, I think it was like 2008 or 9. Uh, that's a banger. That's a banger of a movie, and I think it was underappreciated for sure. It's such a good movie.
Those might be the most unique answers I've ever heard.
That's
And
awesome.
they're certainly not bad answers. I enjoyed the Speed Racer movie, and Adventure Time is one of the more rewatchable Cartoon Network shows for sure. So,
Hmm.
solid picks there. Well, next question for you, kind of moving into the YouTube scene, if you will. I want to know why you started making videos in general way back in the day when you, I don't know if anyone's actually looked at Collin's channel, but if you have, you've noticed that he has some Let's Plays in addition to his Call of Duty commentaries. But what made you start making videos in the first place?
Man, I mean, just like pretty much everybody else, I think around my age, when I was like a teenage, like a young preteen, probably even younger, like when I was like 10, you just look up to some of these guys, like if you're in the gaming scene at all, which is probably a lot of you. I looked up to people like Markiplier, PewDiePie, Jacksepticeye a bit, and all those guys, and some older guys too. Some CNNers, of course. I love CNNers. Maybe some Smosh if you're really that old. And just being a YouTuber in general was so cool back in the day, and it still is, I think. And when I was about 16, I made those videos that are way at the bottom, that are a lot older, some old Let's Plays I was attempting to make, I think, that aren't super great in retrospective, but they were still fond memories. I have a lot of some of my favorite videos I made were with my best friend Zach, and we played a lot of custom zombies together. When I had my really crappy PC, I can only play War at War at the time. But we played those sort of maps, and I was just like, you know what? I'll just record them. They're fun. I always have a fun time with my buddy. And yeah, we go back every like few months and look at those videos on and off. It's so much fun to just even just make memories for yourself. And in my head, I'm like, oh, I just want to be this famous YouTuber. And I think like some of my highest viewed videos were when I did some Minecraft stuff. I was playing on this Anarchy server called 2B2T, and it was popping off at the time. There was two big YouTubers that were doing some stuff on that server, and I decided to hop in at the time, and that was pretty much my peak. Definitely not reached back then, but I came back many years later, and I don't know. I decided I wanted to make another creative outlet for myself and come back to this YouTube channel. So I did something super simple and easy, like COD Commentaries, and I think they're fun. They're a fun time.
Very nice. We have pretty similar stories. I definitely made Let's Plays and stuff in the past too. They're no longer on my channel, but I actually still have backups of them. And they, in terms of making content for yourself, I think Let's Play is one of the most fun ways to do that because it's really low stakes and you can just kind of look back and have those core memories of games you played along the way. I'm kind of wondering why Call of Duty commentaries? What made you shift to Call of Duty commentaries beyond or besides them just kind of being easier to create? What about them is intriguing to you?
Well, I wasn't really sure how to come back. I was finishing up college, and I kept telling myself, I'm like, I'm gonna come back at some point. Like, I really want to make videos again because I love editing and I love the process of doing it and the satisfaction you get after making a good video, even though you might have a lot of bad ones here and there, is just so priceless sometimes. And so I was like, the simplest thing I could do, I think, was do what Schlatt does. He has a channel called The Weekly Slap,
I'm very
and
familiar.
yes, and I love those videos. I love his crappy microphone. I love the static I can hear in it, and just some gameplay of fond games that I've played before, and mainly Black Ops 2. I wish I could record them, but I don't have an Elgato at the time. I actually might get one pretty soon, maybe Christmas, so I can make those types of videos. But for now, I just got a little more like in between modern and old COD sort of going on. And yeah, I was just like, this is super easy to do. I literally just I played some of my favorite games for a little bit, take that recording, slap my voice over it, talk about something, and then that's the video, and maybe just edit out some things here and there. That's about it.
Very nice. Well, one of the things that I like about your channel is, and funny enough, I had also mentioned this to Learn, that the thing that I like most about your videos is it genuinely feels like you're just having a conversation with one of your buddies. Like I compare your videos to my Sunday chill commentaries, where it's just very laid back, very chill, and I often put your videos on at night before I head to bed because you're a very gifted storyteller, and I think your videos are very enjoyable and very chill. So I just have to give you props there. But one thing I want to know, because I know that YouTube can be such a frustrating journey in terms of gaining traction or just keeping motivation. So, what motivates you to just keep creating videos?
Well, I mean, it's always fun to look at the numbers. I don't look at like I know there's like an analytics page that every YouTuber has that can see, I mean, even how much money they make if they're gaining that many subscribers and views. But I just look at that one screen you do. It's in the studio, the dashboard, like while you're uploading your video and it's still processing. I just leave that open and I can see like the likes and the views and whatnot. I can see like the up and down. And I don't really care that much. I'm just happy to see that anybody's watching, to be honest. And as long as like one person just says something or has a comment or a thought or even just says nice video, that's enough for me. I don't really, I might get overwhelmed if I have too many people come at me at once. And I mean, that's okay. I probably could handle it too. But I mainly make the videos for myself. I think I just needed for sure an outlet for my thoughts, especially at the beginning when I just graduated. My first video was probably like, I think a few weeks after I graduated, and I was like, I don't know what to do. I have all this time, and I should be looking for a job, but I was kind of putting that on hold for a month. So I was like, I'm just gonna go back and make some videos and see if I can just get my thoughts out and see if anybody else relates at all to the content that I put out.
Well, that's beautiful because your passion for the videos that you're making comes through the videos. So definitely well done there. And I think you might have already partially answered this next question, but I'll ask it anyway because maybe you'll have some thoughts to elaborate on. But what do you hope to get out of continuing to make videos?
Well, I mean, I wasn't even expecting anybody else to be doing quite the same exact thing as me until I started getting a bunch of recommendations on my front page, like you, for instance. I think you were like one of the first ones, and I was like, okay. I got curious, and I was like, what do these guys do differently, or maybe what's their type of take or style on doing these commentaries? Because I was thinking what I was doing was like the most bare bones I could really come up with, and some of y'all put some good spins on it. I know you've been upping your thumbnails a little bit. You put some text in there that I like, and your topics are really, I think, your strong suit that I've grown attached to. And you're not afraid to really take on those topics, which is good. You take them with confidence. And some other guys I found, this one guy named Boosh was really funny. I found a few weeks ago, and his accent, I love accents so much, and his accent like engaged me so much into the video that it was pulling me in, and I just started getting a ton of recommendations for all these videos, which was awesome. And I feel like I just stumbled upon a community without even knowing, really.
I think that's the greatest thing about what you and I and others are doing with this type of content is it seemed like such a lost form of art, and for whatever reason everyone all at once just decided to start making videos like this again, and it's really cool to kind of see this. I mean, it's a minimal resurgence, but it's still a resurgence to a degree of this type of content, and I'm glad to be a part of it, and I'm glad you're a part of it. But I just wanted to say thank you very much for coming on, Collin. I really enjoy your videos, and I'm glad that we were able to do this collaboration. And everyone who's watching, if you have never seen Collin's videos before, there will be a link in the description for his channel, and we'll be doing a video together. You'll be seeing that as well whenever that video is up. It'll also be in the description. So do take the time and go over to Collin's channel and subscribe to it and watch his videos, because he makes some very quality content, and it's about time he gets some more recognition. So thanks for coming on the channel, Collin. Appreciate you.
Yeah, no, dude, thank you. You can't tell behind the no camera or anything, but I have a big ass smile on my face right now. This is great. This is awesome.
Oh, I'm happy to hear it. Well, we'll be doing more of these in the future with other creators, and I'm sure I'll be circling back with Collin in the future to make more videos with him as time goes on. So thank you all for watching this video, and if you enjoy this type of content, please subscribe to myself as well as CollinMeCrazy. If you enjoy this video in particular, leave a like on the video and leave a comment in the comment section below, leaving some love for Collin. And if you have any suggestions on videos you'd like for me to make in the future, leave those down below as well. Thanks everyone. Bye now.